Today is Friday the 16th, 2024, and Judge Engoron has found that Donald Trump has created fraud in his legal documents, in his accounting, and so forth of his businesses, his New York businesses. He has judged that Donald Trump should pay $364 million in damages, and he is barred from doing business in New York State. Big judgment against Donald Trump. Now, I have not yet investigated how far that judgment bars his sons and other relatives from doing business in the state, as of course we heard the one son Eric disclaim that he knew anything about the business, although he was always held up as being one of the leaders of the business. And Eric, when he was on trial, said all he did was pour concrete, and that was a lie, because Eric does not pour concrete. So the other son, Trump Jr., went up on the stand and said he knew nothing about accounting. He let all of the accountants do the accounting for the business. Now, what business do you know that does not know its own accounting and just gives the numbers to an accounting firm and takes whatever the accounting firm says as the truth? Doesn't investigate at all. So that was a lie. So now some people have said, well, Trump didn't do anything bad because everybody's happy. The banks gave him the money. The banks said that the information he gave them was acceptable. But Trump had a legal statement in there saying, don't trust anything I say, don't trust anything in this document, do your own research. The banks felt Trump was using reliable accounting people, and of course the accounting people did not want anything to do with validating the information, because they were just adding up information given to them by Trump. They weren't saying that the numbers were true. They were just saying, according to the numbers given to me by Trump, this is what the business is. So it was a circle. Everybody was being misled by Trump. And for the accountants, they got good news. For the banks, they got good news. For the tax people, they got bad news. Trump's business wasn't doing good as far as the accountants for the IRS. But for the banks, he had a great business, and you were able to give him lots and lots of money. Now, was anybody cheated? Well, that all depends on how you look at it. Say you purchased a condominium, fee simple, from Trump. Condominium, well, of course, you don't own the land, you own the condo. Well, what if the condo was smaller than you agreed upon? Say maybe, let's use simple numbers. Maybe you bargained for 1,500 square feet, but you were given 1,000 square feet, or any number you want to throw in there. Would that make a difference to you? Well, for many, many people, it would. So you would be cheated, although you would still have your beautiful condo. Say you told the insurance company that the building was, or your condo was 1,500 square feet, but it wasn't. And then you had a fire. Well, what are you going to be compensated on by the insurance company? Well, at that point, I'm sure the insurance company is going to do real calculations and find out you did not have a 1,500 square foot condo, but you had a 1,000 square foot condo, and then you're going to get lower compensation for the fire. And one of Trump's buildings, I think it was in Trump Tower, did have a fire, and it was never divulged exactly how that was resolved. what was claimed as the damage and what was actually paid out by the insurance company. And it would depend on how the contract read. So, but then Trump could be charged for fraud by the insurance company for claiming that he sold a condo of 1,500 square feet when it was only 1,000 square feet, and then the insurance company could look to be reimbursed by Trump for lying about the numbers involved with the insurance company. And then, of course, when you go to sell it, you have to give truth. The next buyer has to get true information. And if you have found out that your condo is now only 1,000 square feet, you would, because you have knowledge, you would have to give the real numbers. So people were damaged. Let's say also that you bought a condo, big name on top of it was Trump Tower, you're happy, and then years later through this investigation, you find out Trump does not own the land that the condo's built on. The land is owned by somebody else, and at some point in the future, Trump was either going to die or the lease was going to end. What happens to your condo now? Because if Trump doesn't renew and Trump Tower is taken off the tower, what loss do you get for the value of your condo? All of that has to be taken into consideration as to the value of your condo and whether or not your condo holds its value. And who is the new condo owner? And does he want more money for the homeowner association fees related to the condo's continued lease of that land? Many, many things can happen when you don't own the land that the condo was built on and you are pushing off these units, selling them in fee simple for large amounts of money, and who is responsible and how happy are you going to be in the future. So there were losers in many respects on these buildings in doing business with Trump. Lots of people don't get paid by Trump after they agree to do business with him. And so now Judge Engoron has had many accountants, many people who do as their daily work analytical assessments of accounting jobs. They're analysts, mathematical analysts of all types who come in and look at all of Trump's contracts and decide how big were the lies, how detrimental were the lies, what were the true numbers. None of this stuff was done by Judge Engoron. And Trump thinks that it's Engoron that has it out for him. But these are mathematical specialists in these fields in New York that are doing the analysis of Trump's lies on his documents, on his business papers. Judge Engoron has found $364 million in damages, and he can't do business any longer in the state of New York. I'm going to read the final papers and find out how extensive this goes. But, the whole family is corrupt. The whole family is corrupt. And what do you think? What do you think? Would you be happy if you bought a condo for tens of millions of dollars from Donald Trump and found out that the condo you bought was not on Trump land? I don't know. I think I would be very upset, because now, in sometime in the future, I'm going to be dealing with somebody that I don't know with my condo. So, like and subscribe. Bye.